We're starting to get into the season of hotness here in Texas, so iced coffee for this morning. It's actually not that bad. So I know it's been a while. I actually unintentionally took a break from YouTube, not because I didn't want to. I just felt really drained. Work has been really busy, but in a very, very fulfilling, awesome way. So I've been super excited to just put all of my energy into work. And literally that's all the energy I've had for the last, 2 months, I think, since I've last posted on here, a month or 2 months. But I am back. I'm super excited to show you this awesome, cool new thing that it took me a long time to even realize it existed. Now that I bought this is when I'm getting ads for it, and it's like, it's a little too late. I already bought it. This is like the Apple exclusive from Mophie 3-in-1 travel charger. Again, I didn't know this thing really was even available or was even out in the market. What is it? Well, essentially it's this really nice all-in-one portable charging station, base station for all of your Apple products. You have your AirPods, your iPhone, and of course your Apple Watch, which you can have like this laying down or as a nightstand mode if you're gonna have this at your nightstand table. Now, one of the biggest things that made me want to look into this was because I did use the Nomad base charger, which I have. I love this because I can charge everything that I need typically. I have my Apple Watch here, and you should be able to charge your iPhone right here, laying long ways, and then here still have space for your AirPods. However, I don't know if this is just mine or if it's a defect, but this one's one of their earlier versions of this base pad. So I can actually only charge my iPhone when it's laying long ways, meaning it takes up the whole charging wireless pad, so I typically can't charge my AirPods at the same time with my iPhone. Now my work around this is that I do prioritize my iPhone, so I charge my iPhone at night, and in the morning, since I don't really typically need to use this until midday when I start my meetings, my work meetings, then in the morning I kind of switch it out and then charge my AirPods. And of course, the Apple Watch is fantastic, it's always charged. But as of late, I have noticed that my iPhone and Apple Watch and really the whole base has gotten really, really hot. So I don't know if it's starting to come to its end of its life cycle, hence why I started to research and look up really cool, slim, portable, all-in-one charging stations, especially when I'm outside from home, when I'm traveling. This is so much easier to travel with, especially when you're on an airplane, you're going on vacation, compared to this. Now this has served me well. I love this. It's been great. But size comparison, being able to pack this in a much simpler, easier way, I am super excited to take this around with me, especially because it comes with the one cable that you need to charge all of your devices, and it even comes included the actual wall adapter. Now this is actually something that's great just to have in here as a spare just in case, but I do typically bring when I'm going out traveling is like a much bigger, I believe I use the Satoshi charging brick thing, which allows me for different inputs. So that's something that I can just connect via USB-C, connect to the charger brick, and still be able to have different outlets to charge my iPad or even camera or someone else's devices. But again, it's great. Everything is neatly organized in this really nice felt case. Very minimal. Even this whole entire case is pretty much the size of the entire Nomad base station. Now, one thing surprising too is how soft the bottom of this charger is. I expected this to be more like a felt, kind of like the case, but this is seriously soft material. I don't know why they decided to put such soft material on the bottom of the charging station thing, because this is going to be what's laying on the actual countertops or on any sort of surface. And the top here, it is made out of plastic, you know, no biggie. But again, the weight, I don't know, just for the portability, the magnetized feature, I can look past the little plasticky, the plastic stuff that goes on here. I'm super excited. Now this is kind of on the pricier side. Again, this is an Apple exclusive only, so that's really the only place that you can purchase this. However, I have noticed now that I bought it, been getting a lot of ads from Zag, that website which sells I first known them for screen protectors. I think that's probably one of the first places I bought a screen protector years ago for my electronics. But I've noticed that you can buy this even though they specify or say that this is an Apple only exclusive. So I don't know, maybe there's a loophole somewhere. Nevertheless, I'll be posting down the link down below if you are interested in checking this out. Now, I did mention briefly that this was on the expensive side. This is $150 US. Again, it is kind of a lot, especially for something that's more for travel. I mean, you could use this as an everyday thing if you're kind of one of those content creators that goes out into coffee shops a lot during the day to work, or even moving from office to home, and maybe you don't want to have a permanent charging station at your desk. Then this is great because you can just slip this whole entire pack into any sort of bag, into a briefcase, a backpack, whatever it may be, and you're good to go for all your devices. Of course, Apple devices. Now, I do have a trip planned later this year, which I'm for sure taking this, so look out for probably next year or end of this year for an actual review on this to see how it's worked, to see how it's the longevity. Until then, I do want to try it out. Obviously, I don't want that big trip to be the first time that I use this. I want to make sure that it works well. So I'll be doing some tests in studio, things like that, but for real life uses on like why I actually bought this, it's going to come later in October is when that trip is planned, and after that I'll do a follow-up review. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video if you liked it, comment down below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys on the next one.